Hi, my name is Dave Glover. Today I'd like to walk you through creation of metagroups, why we want to do them, and how they can help with investigations. Let's first start by looking at what we have on the screen. We are in the Investigator module. The black values here are my meta keys. So the actual value is eth.source in this case. The friendly name is Ethernet source address. Much the same way, if we look down here to destination IP address, the actual meta key is called ip.dst. This will become more important when actually creating the metagroups. Why would we want to do this? By default, the stock meta group has roughly 100 or so different meta keys in it. This makes it very difficult when you're looking for a value from a meta key. As you can see, we can scroll all the way down here. We may miss some things, and then we need to scroll up to find it. How can we make this simpler and easier? If we just wanted to look at source IPs, destination IPs, and destination ports, why do I need to display a couple hundred meta keys when I could display just the 3 that I'm interested in? The way I do this is I go up here to Meta, I go to Manage Metagroups, and you'll see here that the top RSA group names, those are all out of the box. Anything else is stuff that I have created in this system. But let's go ahead and create one for our IPs and ports that we talked about. We want to click here on the plus, and then we're presented with another submenu. So here's where I want to give it its name. So IP and ports. Now what I want to do is I want to click on the red plus. This is where I had mentioned that knowing the actual meta key name comes in handy. So for example, let's just type in IP, and what we can see here, if we scroll down, we can see our destination address. So we can go ahead and click that. Destination port, we wanted that as well. And we will now look for source IP address. So we'll click this one. Once we click add, we now have destination address, destination port, and source address. If I want to reorder these, I can simply click and drag this to where I want it to be. Under the view here, there's auto. If you click on any one of these, they will be open, close, and hidden. The 3 that we want to focus on here is open, closed, and auto. So let's go ahead and set one of these to closed, and we'll leave the other 2 at auto. And save and apply. And sure, we want to apply this. When the meta key is set to auto, it will automatically show you the first 20 or so values until you click more, and then it'll continue to show you more. However, if you remember, we put destination IP address as closed. So that means that in order to see the values in there, I actually have to click to open that meta key. And then same thing here on destination port, we left this at auto. From here, you can now continue on and add more items or add more meta keys to this meta group. So the way we do that is we go back into Manage Metagroups. We go ahead and find the meta group that we created, and we can simply go in here and add more meta keys. So for example, if we just want to go back down and add in a device, let's say for example I was curious about the device IP. I would go ahead and reorder them the way that I want. Now in the case of here, we have some set to auto, some set to close, and let's say for example this one was set to open. If I had a long list and they were at different settings, the way that I could default everything or set everything to a single value is I go up here and click on the gear. So if I select open, it changes everything down below. So again, I can click save and apply, and now I get to see the changes that I made to that metagroup. I hope that was helpful. Thank you.